So, apparently Dalvin Cook is in some trouble now. Domestic violence trouble. Surprised he's not on the Raiders, honestly, with how it's going. Today we're gonna try the G Fuel Tetris Blast. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was very excited to try this one, so I tried it on Saturday, and I was pretty disappointed with it, but we're gonna give it another shot. But yeah, I read that like 2 years ago, Dalvin Cook had an incident where someone came into his house and maced him, but now a completely different story came out where he beat his girlfriend. And judging by the pictures, it was not good. Now, this is an intro of a video, and I don't want to be too ridiculous about it, so we're going to not really talk about it anymore. It's just frustrating, man. Like, the Vikings already can't catch a break, and now their best player honestly could probably get released. Not saying that'll happen, but goodness. I just got liquid in my ear. I actually taste a completely different flavor this time. At first I thought Sprees, now it tastes like a handful of Skittles all at once. Actually tastes a lot better this time, I'm not gonna lie. Still not gonna be my absolute favorite, but it's not bad. I would say it's like a 7.7. Decent. Alright, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video, and it happens to already be our Week 10 predictions. Last week I didn't do very good, I didn't do very bad. I went 8-6, bringing my complete total on the season to 77-45. Not that bad, but I no longer have a 2.0 KD ratio, so it's kind of bothering me. I don't care about my KD in COD, but I care about my KD in NFL picks. It's important stuff. One quick thing before we head into the predictions, guys, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. Alright, on to Week 10. Okay, so starting off Week 10, we've got the Baltimore Ravens going into Miami for Thursday Night Football. Look, there's going to be some bullshit scoring in this game from both teams, there's no doubt about that. But with or without Miami's star quarterback, he's ass. But even with or without their star quarterback in Tua, they're not going to be able to compete with the Ravens. They didn't look good against the Texans. They haven't looked good all year. Ravens are going to walk away with a much needed victory in the hard division that they got. The Miami Dolphins are going to continue to plummet. Not sure if I said the score at the beginning or not, but I got the Ravens winning 30-17. Moving on to our first Sunday game, we've got Atlanta going into Dallas. This is going to be a fun game, I have a feeling, man. Atlanta has impressed me. I think they've been an impressive team, just nonetheless to most eyes. However, I don't think it's going to be enough to stop Dallas. Now, Dallas did fall to Denver. That didn't look pretty. Even though I think Atlanta technically has a statistical better secondary than Denver does right now, this game is in Dallas. I think the boys are going to bounce back, and I don't think Atlanta's going to be a match for them in the end. I could be wrong like I was last week, but I got the Cowboys winning this narrowly 28-24. No disrespect on Dallas. Like I said, Atlanta has been impressive to me. Next game we got is the Saints at the Titans. Look, New Orleans is good, but they're rattled. And so are the Titans. Now, one thing about the Titans that New Orleans doesn't have is offensive momentum. Even with the loss of Derrick Henry, man, they still got their quarterback. They still got two stud receivers. Brought back one of the greatest running backs of all time who even scored a touchdown in his debut. They will struggle more to score against the Saints than they did last week. I don't doubt that because I do think the Saints defense is super underrated to begin with. But if the Titans D can continue to show, that sounded wrong. If the Titans defense can continue to show up and come up in those key spots, it'll let the Titans offense wear on the Saints defense enough to just blow right past them. It's going to be a slow start with another narrow finish, but the Titans are going to win this game 21-17. Moving on, we got the Jags going into Indy. Jags are the best team. They are the greatest football team I have ever seen. Fuck the Jags. God, I shouldn't talk so much shit. The Colts, even with the poor red zone percentage that I brought up in yesterday's video, they still managed to score like 30 points a game. It's ridiculous. And it's even more ridiculous because I continue to bash their offense, and I will. Carson Wentz is doing what Carson Wentz has been doing pretty much his entire career. Now, Michael Pittman is very, very good. Jonathan Taylor is very good, and honestly, I don't think Mo Cox is really all that bad. But aside from his, two solidified, maybe 3 weapons, he's still making it work with trash cans. The Jaguars found their luck last week, but now they're going back to reality. Colts will gain some much-needed ground back, easily bulldozing over the Jags in a lopsided affair, winning this game 33-14. Next up, we got the Browns at New England. This game's going to be a good one. This is weird because New England has been terrible at home this year. Statistically, like their record, I think they're 1-3 at home or some shit? But I don't have a good feeling about this game for Cleveland either. Bill knows he can win the East, and he's going to do anything in his power to get that done. Not only is that a scary thing to think about as a Bills fan, but for the entire league, because this is when Bill Belichick is in his most dangerous form. I do think both quarterbacks are going to have an absolute brutal fucking showing this game. And it's going to be a close game filled with a bunch of designed runs coming from both sides. But since it's a close race in the East and Bill is hungry for blood, the Patriots do what the Patriots do best. They do it the Patriot way. Pull a victory out of nowhere, 24-21, New England takes it. Moving on to our next game, we got the Bills at the Jets. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. What do I gotta do to convince myself that things are gonna be okay in Buffalo? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to even imagine that they somehow fucking lose again into the Jets. If it's Mike White, for the love of God, I'm not even gonna be comfortable. I don't know what the fuck that game was against the Jags. I seriously don't want to talk about it. Mistakes were made. The O-line was brutal. They come back and find a way to beat the Jets 20-17. I don't know. Moving on, we got the Detroit Lions going into Pittsburgh. The thing about the Lions is that they have the ability to shock people out of nowhere. And I think it's going to happen. Not a win. They will not win. But they're going to play tough against Pittsburgh here. Ben is bad, but he's good enough to keep himself in a game against the Lions. And I think that Pittsburgh D is going to come up huge a couple times here. But the Lions are going to make a case. I don't know why. I just have that weird feeling in me. They'll stay in the game just long enough to blow it in a very heart-shattering defeat. Steelers will win by a touchdown, 27-20. Moving on, we got Tampa Bay going into Washington. Heineke's revenge game on Tom from the playoffs last year. Now, I do have this being a high-scoring game just because. But the Buccaneers are going to plow their way through it. And Antonio Brown's looking like he's going to be out, but that doesn't matter because they have a million other fucking options. Now, I do want to see Gibson bounce back for, a number of reasons. Not only am I, like, his biggest fan on planet Earth, but I just traded for him in a fucking fantasy league. So, Antonio, will you please, for the love of God, play? No pressure, though. Like, no pressure at all. No pressure. Seriously, though, Antonio, please come back. Anyway, Tampa Bay wins this game 36-24. Moving on to our next game, we got the Carolina Panthers going into Arizona. Sam is ass, and he will struggle. But so will Kyler. Panthers secondary is nasty. But their run D is going to open up just enough holes for Kyler Murray and apparently the god himself, James Conner, to outscore them and claim a victory. It's going to be a battle of running backs and running quarterbacks. I would think Sam's going to actually have a decent game because he can rush, but he'll probably find a way to fuck that up too now, won't ya? Arizona wins 21-7. Moving on, we got the Vikings at the Chargers. You guys want to go and make a movie really quick? I'll be the director because I've seen this movie 7,000 times. We'll just rip off of it. Close game, Vikings lose, big shock. 24-21 Chargers. Moving on, we got the snooze fest of the week for me. That is Philadelphia at Denver. Neither team is exciting and neither team is contenders in my eyes. I will give credit to Denver for beating Dallas. That was impressive. But keep in mind, Jacksonville just beat Buffalo. I think Denver is the worst overall team in the AFC West. However, with that being said, and it's close too with Kansas City, by the way. With that being said, I think Philly is a worse team than them. I have it being pretty low scoring, but I also have Jalen Hurts being extremely fucking miserable. Denver wins 17-14. Philly's got a good secondary, man. I don't see Teddy throwing it a whole lot, but again, I could be wrong. Moving on to our next game, we've got Seattle going into Green Bay, and yes, Russell Wilson is back just in time to lose. Green Bay, with possibly the addition of Odell Beckham, they're going to be right back on track. This is Aaron Rodgers' year. The stars are aligning for one man, and that is Aaron Rodgers. I think Seattle's a good team, but Aaron's going to continue his revenge tour, hop right back on his bus, and straight to the Super Bowl. Now, Russ coming back, I do see a pretty entertaining and high-scoring game here, but Seattle's going to trail the entire game, falling behind ultimately 31-24. All right, and moving on to Sunday night, and it is a very good game, an excellent choice of a game for once. Well, actually, Sunday nights are good. It's Monday nights that are ass, and this Monday is kind of ass. But Sunday night is Kansas City at Vegas. I'm going to go with the good old gut here. Vegas. I'm picking Vegas. It's going to happen once this year for sure, and maybe twice. They could sweep the Chiefs. If their defense can show up just a little bit, take care of Kelsey, take care of Tyreek, keep pressure on Mahomes, stop KC from scoring, I don't think Derek Carr is going to struggle very much scoring on Kansas City. Vegas should be able to get the win here, 28-21. In Carr we trust. And moving on, we got Monday night. Not terrible, not great. Rams at 49ers. I was called nuts for saying the 49ers were going to be dog shit this year, and look where we are again. But there's excuses all over the goddamn place. But to add some fuel to that fire, I got the Rams blowing out the 49ers on Monday night, 38-14. Now, I'm not going to lie, that's a ridiculous score, but I just see it happening after taking the loss they took last week, and I'm talking about the Rams. This is a division rival. They're trying to gain ground back on a division rival. 49ers defense has not been there. I mean, they just got absolutely destroyed by a B-team Arizona Cardinals. I just don't see them standing up to the Rams, and I don't see the offense keeping up with the Rams either. I can see them scoring. Clearly, I have them scoring twice, but not much more than that. I think Vaughn and Aaron are going to have that chemistry. They're going to keep Jimmy or Trey, whoever starts, smothered, leaving the backfield open where Jalen Ramsey's going to be patrolling, at least getting himself one pick. I don't know. I don't see the 49ers hanging in there with this one at all. Rams take the W on Monday night, week 10. Alright guys, and that is going to be all for my Week 10 NFL predictions. As always, if there's anything you disagree with or agree with, let me know in the comments. I like to read, and just because I don't comment on every single comment doesn't mean I ignore it. If you guys like this video, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn the bell on. I do my best to post every single day. If you guys want to follow me on any of my social medias or send something to my P.O. box, all that info will be in the description of this video as well. With all that shit being said though, I'm going to hop off and edit this so you can watch it on time. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and as always, I will see you in the next video.